All right, so a video on the Cloud MCH duty and the new Surefire EDC2-DFT Turbo. Okay. So this thing right here, I've been carrying this every day for ooh, it's not focused on. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. So yeah, about, I'd say at least 6 months-ish. Probably 99% of that with the Threm switchback thing right there. This light has given me issues. I've had to send it back to Cloud, I believe twice. I made a video on that. They've replaced the tail cap. They've given me a new head, actually. That's what fixed the problem. Anyway, so it was flickering bad, all that good stuff. Wasn't happy with it. This is my first Cloud light. If I can go back and do it again, I probably would have gotten the smaller head, like EDC model or whatever. But it's cool. Carried it every day. It wasn't really a big deal or anything. It is a heavier light, bigger light, but it was all right. It's just, you know, those flickering issues, and I really didn't like. Yeah, you can say Surefire, they have flickering issues too, but definitely not as bad as this one. So, it made me want to buy the new Surefire Turbo. I've always had Surefires. I feel comfortable with them, and I want to try a high candela. So this is like 50,000 candela. It's the most, or the highest candela flashlight I've had to date before this one, and this one is 100,000. So I'll show you some beam comparisons here shortly, but I bought this one without trying it out. But now that I have both, you know, side by side, I actually prefer like the middle of the road candela. Yeah, this one definitely pushes out a little more. It makes stuff, you know, more visible, obviously, at a little bit further range. But I don't know, man, I kind of like this one. As far as the beam output and how it performs, I really like it. But then again, I do like I don't know, I go back and forth. I have to get used to it. This is my first super high candela light. It has like no spill, so I just have to get used to it, and then I think I'll be ultimately more happy with it. If you're not used to a high candela light, this is a really good one, or any other brand or variant that has like roughly 50,000 candela. I think it's a good middle of the road. Now that I have, you know, low candela, middle, and high candela. So this is a good light still. I like it, but I'm I guess, Surefire fanboy. So before this one, I was running this one for a few years. And before this, I had a Tactician, the old James Yeager one. And then before that, I ran E2D-Ls. I had the Ultra, and then the two models before that. So the Ultra was like 1,000 lumens, and then I had the 500 lumen one, I think. And then I had the original LED Defender, the 120 or 100 lumen one. And then before those, this is my first like metal executive Surefire I ever had. This is from like 2007. This has I think it's 25 or 30 lumens. It's funny. This is actually an A serial number, so this is like 2007, and then it's one output. Later on, they made it dual output, but that's cool. But yeah, I've had Surefires all my life. I couldn't tell you how many I've had. Have them, all my weapon lights are Surefires, and anyway, got Surefire suppressors. But anyway, this is definitely a cool light. This is actually the HA color variant. They have black, HA, and FDE. The FDE is more like a powdery. This is more like a bronze. These two, yeah, this is like a bronze, which is weird because it's gray. I thought it was going to be like this one, this gray. Oh, is that a good color? But it's more bronze, which I like. It's almost closer to the Cloud FDE. Anyway, so Surefire makes an FDE one that's even more. If you have Surefire flashlights that are FDE, you would know what I'm talking about. But I actually like this color a lot. What else? I guess we can go to beam comparisons, I suppose. I guess before that, the Cloud does come with the steel pocket clip, which I thought I was going to use the whole time, but I guess I got used to this, the Theorem. So I don't know. There's some size comparison. What in the world? There's some size comparison. The head, as you can see, maybe it's definitely bigger on this one. This is noticeably heavier. It's not that much heavier, but you can tell. And I do like how, does this one do it? No, I don't think so. So I missed the Surefire's dual clip, so you can put it on your hat if you want to. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is my new EDC right here. Time for the beam comparisons. All right, so we have the Cloud MCH Duty and the Surefire EDC2 Turbo. So first up, Cloud. That's about, I'd say, 30 yards away. The car is about 30 yards away. And the trees maybe 40 at that fence. And if you look over here, that dark spot in those trees is maybe 60 yards, I'd say. And then the bushes right there, again, 30 yards. Then we have the Surefire next. This is high. Again, about 30 yards, 25 yards at the dumpsters. Over there in the trees, maybe 40 at the fence. The car, about 30. And then over there in that dark spot is probably, I'd guess, 50 to 60 yards. So over here is pretty impressive. You can tell the difference. There's the Duty, and then there's the Surefire. All right, so here we are. It's basically pitch black, as close as I can get it. It's probably half moon with moderate cloud cover. So there's a little bit of ambient light. But so we have Cloud, MCH Duty. There's a dirt road that goes for maybe a mile or two. So that sign right there is maybe 40 yards. Trees behind us. Pretty good amount of light, a lot of spill. And here's the Surefire. You definitely see a lot further. It's got a pretty big spill, but in person it doesn't really produce a lot of light. But that hot spot is definitely a lot hotter than the Cloud. Here's the Cloud. Surefire. Like down this road, I can definitely see maybe double the distance as far as like the trees. Wish there was a vehicle or something down there I can shine it on. But there they are side by side.